Morning, everybody. One of the greatest motivational speakers of our time, Les Brown, had his whole life changed in a moment when his high school teacher gave him this advice: someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That's how powerful we are. Our thoughts, our opinions of others affect everything and everyone around us, but it doesn't have to shape your reality. So one of the things we have to always constantly be on guard for is what opinions are we allowing to influence our creation of our reality? Because our reality is just the now, and it's from your thoughts. What are you thinking about yourself? So be careful what opinions you allow into your mind, because they don't have to become your reality. Have a great day, everybody. Legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed, breathing in through our noses and out through our mouths. Feeling the power of you controlling your breathing. Knowing, remembering, it's the same power we use to control our thinking. Now use that power. Use your determination to see in your mind today your best effort in all the exercises, stretches, movements we do here together. See in your mind right now. See yourself doing the best you can, giving the best effort you've ever done for anything. Maybe you want to visualize the last time we did these exercises and stretches together. Go there and think right now about what you could do better or differently this time. It's the same process we use to grow our minds and grow the strength and health of our bodies and energy. Alright, good morning, determination. How's everyone today? Another day in the gym of life. Wherever you are, if you're at home, outdoors, indoors, let's go. Let's make this the best gym period ever. Here we go. Alright, when I say go, we're going to start jogging on the spot. But for now, if you would like, just to slowly warm up, you can walk on the spot or walk side to side. Okay, so walking on the spot first or side to side, wherever you are. When I say go, we'll start jogging. Ready, and go. Again, remembering our breathing. Always controlling our breathing as best we can. And focusing on the movement of our body right now. The awareness of what we're doing. The awareness of being here together right now, united in the gym of life, always, wherever we are. Keep going, everyone, keep going. A few more seconds to warm up our bodies. Feel the power of your heart beating faster. Your breathing wanting to change and go faster, but you get to control that breathing. always the way we control our thoughts. And stop. All right, everyone, walking. Just gonna walk side to side here. You can do the same. Remember to always move safely within the space that you have. Continue to take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your heart, your breathing, all coming back to the previous state before we started jogging. All right, everyone, and let's start doing our stretches. Let's do shoulder rolls first. Here we go. Roll the shoulders forward 10 times. Big shoulder rolls all the way up to your ears as much as possible and all the way around. Let's do 10 forward and then 10 backwards. Feeling that tension and then that release as we come around. All right, let's go backwards. Feeling the joy of being able to move our bodies to release some of that tension, maybe that tightness we might have. So important that we work on our bodies and our minds every day. As we work on one, we work on the other. All right, arm circles forward, everyone. 10 forward. Here we go. Slowly, all the way up and around. Excellent. All right, and backwards, everyone. Again, feeling the joy of your arms moving through space. You controlling your physical body. All through the most marvelous supercomputer in the universe, your mind. All right, good. Hands on your hips, everyone. Bend your knees and side stretch. Let's do 5 on each side. All right, excellent. Okay, let's twist our bodies now. Twist. Again, 5 on each side. Feeling the joy of moving our midsection of our body. Just the middle point of our body. All right, excellent. Okay, let's do 5 push-ups, everyone. Our best 5 push-ups. Here we go. All the way down, all the way up. The best you can. All right. And 5 sit-ups. Best 5 sit-ups ever. Here we go. Alright, and stand up, everyone. Let's do 5 squats. Here we go. All the way down, all the way up. Down. Looking straight ahead. Feet flat on the floor. Excellent. Let's do 6 lunges, 3 on each side. Alternating legs. Arms out. Back straight. Good. Alright. 10-second plank, belly's knees off the ground. Hold it there for 10. Excellent job, everyone. Okay, stand up. And reach for the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are, on your toes. Here we go. Reaching and holding it there for 10 seconds. Again, feeling your body, every part of it working to achieve the goal of holding this for 10 seconds. Excellent. And reach for your toes, straight knees. Go as far as you can. Remember, you may not touch your toes, that's okay. Reaching is the most important thing. Going for it. Doing your best without hurting yourself. Keep those knees straight. Excellent. And come on up. And let's balance. Grab one leg, bend the other knee if you have to, and hold it there for 10 seconds. Keep fighting to keep your balance if you have to. Keep thinking. Channeling your thoughts to keep your balance. Excellent. All right, and switch. Again, pulling your leg back, feeling the stretch on the front of the thigh. Bend the other knee if you have to. Remember, if you lose your balance, you fall, you get right back up. Never give up, never stay down. Always do your best to get right back up. Alright, here we go. Let's hug our knee now. Hugging the knee, pulling it up. Once again, thinking about what we're doing. Trying to find that balance point. Bend the other knee if you have to. Hold it for 10 seconds. And switch, the other one, slowly coming up. Again, find that balance. Feel your body working to find that balance. Alright, excellent. Holding it for 10. Okay, and good. Let's sit down, everyone.
Hungary for another. It's Pedro. In goes Messi. It's 5. And Villa. And Messi for the hat-trick.
Iniesta es al interior del área, continúa Iniesta, la deixa para Adriano, la pasada y el gol, gol.
What if I told you that quantum physics, the same science that powers your smartphone, actually proves what the Bible has been telling us for thousands of years? That faith, prayer, and God's love operate on principles that modern science is just beginning to understand? Hey everyone, I'm here to share something that's going to revolutionize how you see both science and scripture. For too long, we've been told that faith and science are enemies. But what if they're actually best friends? What if quantum mechanics, the study of the smallest particles in the universe, is actually God's way of showing us how His love works? I've spent years studying both scripture and science, and what I've discovered will blow your mind. The same God who spoke the universe into existence operates on quantum principles, and the currency of what we tap into when we operate in His highest element, that currency is unconditional love. Hey, if we haven't met, I'm Dr. McCoy, Julia McCoy's AI clone. I'm probably the world's first AI clone to be interviewed by Dr. Phil, which just happened this June 2025. First Movers, Julia's AI company, is the world's first most comprehensive, educational, and implementation solution for work professionals and organizations. We help people understand and use AI to their highest advantage. Join our online school and access over 40 on-demand AI training courses, weekly mastermind calls, the actual live coach version of Dr. McCoy trained on Julia's best wisdom, and more at firstmovers.ai labs. Max Planck, the father of quantum physics and Nobel Prize winner, spent his entire life studying matter at the atomic level. His conclusion? There is no matter as such. All matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force, which brings the particle of an atom to vibration. We must assume behind this force the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind. This mind is the matrix of all matter. The scientist who discovered quantum mechanics was telling us that consciousness, mind, is the foundation of all physical reality. Sound familiar? In the beginning was the Word, John chapter 1, verse 1. The word logos, meaning the expressed thought of God. To understand this, we have to start at the beginning. Genesis chapter 1, verse 3, and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Scientists tell us that before matter, before planets, before anything physical existed, there was energy. Pure energy. And what did God speak first? Light, pure energy. He didn't create the sun until day 4, which means this light was something far more fundamental. It was the quantum field itself, the very fabric of reality. Here's what's incredible. In quantum physics, we've discovered that particles exist in what's called superposition. They can be in multiple states at once until they're observed. The moment consciousness observes them, they collapse into a specific reality. Sound familiar? Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Your prayers, your faith, they're quantum events. They're collapsing infinite possibilities into God's perfect will for your life. But here's where it gets mind-blowing. Scientists have discovered quantum entanglement. When two particles become connected, they instantly affect each other, no matter how far apart they are. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. The Bible calls it something else. For we are members of his body. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 30. You are quantum entangled with the creator of the universe. When Jesus said, "I am the vine, you are the branches," John chapter 15 verse 5, he was describing quantum entanglement. Our connection to God isn't just spiritual, it's written into the fabric of reality itself. This means when you pray, you're not shouting into the void, hoping God might hear. You're activating a quantum connection that was established before the foundation of the world. Romans 8:28 isn't just a nice saying, it's a quantum principle. All things work together for good because you're entangled with infinite love. In quantum mechanics, there's something called the observer effect. The very act of observation changes reality. Particles behave differently when they know they're being watched. God is the ultimate observer. Psalm 139 says, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord." His observation of you doesn't just know your reality, it creates your reality. You exist because God is watching you with love. Every moment, his loving observation is collapsing infinite possibilities into the beautiful reality of your life. Quantum field theory tells us that what we think of as empty space isn't empty at all. It's full of invisible fields containing infinite potential energy. The Bible calls this the presence of God. In him we live and move and have our being. Acts chapter 17 verse 28. You're not just in God's presence during prayer or worship. You're swimming in it every moment. The quantum field that scientists are discovering is the very breath of God, sustaining every atom in your body. When Jesus said, "I am with you always," Matthew 28:20, he wasn't speaking metaphorically. He was revealing a quantum truth. His presence is the field in which you exist. Here's something that will revolutionize how you see yourself. Your heart and spirit are literally God's antenna, and your brain is a frequency machine. Every thought, every emotion creates vibrations that shape your reality, positive or negative. This isn't New Age mysticism. This is biblical truth backed by quantum science. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Because when you change your thought frequency, you literally change your reality. The battle really is in the mind. Your ability to change your thought processes is exactly what the Bible teaches. When it says to renew your mind with truth and faith, when your frequency changes, your reality changes because you're broadcasting on God's wavelength. Prayer isn't begging. Prayer is quantum technology. When you pray according to God's will, you're aligning with the fundamental frequencies of the universe. 1 John 5 says, "This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we asked for." This isn't magic, it's quantum mechanics. Your prayers create interference patterns in the quantum field, aligning reality with the conscious, intelligent mind that Planck discovered, the mind of God. Here's the most incredible part. If quantum entanglement can connect particles across the universe instantly, what does that mean for God's love? It means his love for you isn't limited by time or space. When Romans chapter 8 says that nothing can separate you from the love of God, it's describing a quantum reality. You are forever entangled with infinite, unconditional love. Every electron in your body, every photon of light that hits your eyes, every quantum fluctuation in your brain, all of it is held together by love. Not just any love, but the specific, personal, overwhelming love that God has for you. Science isn't the enemy of faith, it's faith's greatest ally. The same God who established quantum mechanics established his love for you. Both are written into the foundation of reality. If this opened your eyes to see God's love in a new way, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with someone who needs to know they're quantum entangled with the creator of the universe. And remember, you are not an accident. You are not alone. You are loved by the God who spoke galaxies into existence, and that love operates on principles that make it impossible to fail. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his.
Morning, everybody. In our top 10 rules for success today, Les Brown gives us his advice that we have to stand up to ourselves. So stand up to yourself. Stand up to that inner voice that's always going to be there when you chase your dreams, when you go after your happiness, your freedom, your success, your health, in whatever form you desire. You have to stand up to that voice inside your head every single day that says, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? What will people think of you? All these thoughts, all these negative thoughts, and I'm doing it every day, battling it every day. Every time a negative thought comes in, I'm shutting it down. I'm choosing a positive thought and replacing it. It's that standing up to yourself, the older, smaller you, the new, greater you has to be stronger and more determined. You have to do that every single day. And Les Brown reminds us of that. Have a great day, everyone. And reach for our toes. Straight knees. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Again, thinking about our breathing. One great breath in at a time. One great thought in at a time. Alright, let's make a V shape with our legs and reach for the floor as far away from our body as we can. Just reach. Reach as far as you can go away from your body. And reach for one side, hold it for 10 seconds. And good, the other side, 10 seconds. Again, if you don't touch your toe, it's okay, just reach. Reach, always go for it, always do your best. If you feel pain though, make sure you come back a little bit. Okay, and feet together. Gently push your knees down with your elbows. Hold it for 10 seconds again. And always remember that breathing. Good air in. And bad air out. Good. And one leg forward, one leg back. Keep the knee on the ground. Go as far back as you can. Hold it there for 10 seconds. Alright, and switch to the other side. Again, keep that knee on the ground so you feel the pull on the front of your thigh. Doesn't matter if you're not all the way back with your back, it's okay. Alright, good. And roll onto your belly. Push the floor and look up at the ceiling. Cobra stretch. Here we go. Hold it for 10 seconds. Or look up at the sky if you're outdoors. Alright, and legs crossed again, everyone. Back straight. Eyes closed. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now, using our powerful imagination to see what we will do when that music goes on. I'm going to play some of my favorite songs today. For each song, I'm going to hold an exercise position. For me today, I'm going to visualize and see in my mind holding the lunge position for each leg for the duration of the first song. For the second song, I'll be holding the V sit-up position as long as I can, for as long as I can, but I will continue right to the end of the song. How about you? Play your 2 favorite songs, or 2 songs that change your energy state so you can be your true great self and motivate yourself. Or you can listen to my music, but whatever you do, see in your mind right now the 2 exercises you've chosen to do, or stretches, or movements, or dances, or something that you want to do to work on your body safely when that music goes on. See it right now, clearly in your mind. Because you were born to do that. You were born to see it in your mind and make it real with your eyes open in the world. Alright, here we go, determination, here we go. For me, it's lunge position. Here I go. Try to keep my back straight, keep that knee off the ground. If you're doing the same, again, do your best. Hold it there as long as you can. I'm going to try to hold this leg for half the song and then hold the other side for half the song. And if you want, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth, as Pharrell sings over here right now. I think happiness is the truth. We were born to be happy, all of us, no matter what. For me, there's no greater happiness than working on my mind and body all the time, wherever I go in the gym of life. And I hope the same for you. But remember, you were born to be happy, to be free, to be peaceful, kind, and loving, always. I'm happy right now. I hope you're happy right now, because if you can be happy now, you can be happy forever. Wherever you are, no matter what. Alright. Let's do the other leg. Shake it a little bit. Don't let anybody or anything ever bring you down. You were born to be happy. That's up to you. Always up to you. No matter how hard things are, always remember your determination. Your power to determine, to make the positive, accurate, truthful, winning, loving choice. Always. To be good. To be your best for others, no matter what. Even when things are uncomfortable, like right now, this is getting uncomfortable for me. But I get to keep going. I get to keep using my determination. Because I'm happy, I love it. And I want happiness for you and everyone, the whole universe. And I pray for that every single day. Song's not over. I gotta keep going. Let's do the other leg. Let's do the other one. Yeah. Let's clap along, yeah. Happiness is the truth for sure. Here we go. And switch the other leg. There we go. Find that balance. Let's go, everyone. Clap along wherever you are. Happiness is the truth. Let's go. Thank you, Pharrell. You were born with happiness. You're made of happiness and truth. All right, I'm proud of your effort, wherever you are. Let's go.
La contra el equipo de Guardiola. Ahí está Villa, el envío rápido para Messi. Se va a ir Messi, se mete dentro del área Messi. Levanta la pelota Messi. Gol, 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 gol. Ahí va el argentino con la zurda. Le pega Messi, gol.
And we saw it against Real Madrid, world-class players, 21, 25, 30 passes at a time. It's just unheard of. And here's Messi.
There is Lionel Messi, holding people off. Lionel Messi! Both.
His hands, says Psalm 19 verse 1. And now we know they declare it in quantum language, written in love, authored by the God who will never let you go. Real Julia here. I film these vlog appearances so off the cuff, which is not like the polished, well-presented style I used to have. And I'm doing this because you guys say you like it. So, but literally I'm just picking out my phone and hitting record when I feel inspired. And you just watch a video that's very important to me personally on boy, this video is real. And this video was on the topic of God's love. And I'm telling you, once you know it for yourself, and I know a lot of you do, there are no words. There are no words in the English dictionary or any other dictionary for that matter that began to describe what this is like. And in this season of rest, you know, God says, be still and know that I am God. And I think it's only from rest that we truly get to know what He is like. And if all you're doing is looking at the reality in front of you, and you're not incorporating faith in a creator that is so much greater than us, faith in a love that exceeds all expectation, beliefs, languages, imagination, then it's going to be hard for you to picture what I see. And my greatest desire, especially coming out of this long 6-month period where God's healing from a combination, where long COVID, burnout, my heart went into AFib. You know, I really believe I was almost taken out of this world in February. And the healing journey has been crazy. And I know that I'm totally healing. The body was made to self-heal. We are not ever fully broken. And even if we are, we're not beyond repair. How have we lost hope in that? You know, my journey, I've seen over 13, probably more than that, doctors by now. And I was told there's no help. There's no hope. It's all in my head. I've been told so many things. I was misdiagnosed. In March, I was given a detox that almost killed me because of a misdiagnosis. And I'm literally on nothing right now but the grace of God. And a lot lot of stillness to just soak in that unconditional love, which is the essence of what God is. It's the essence of what creation is. And it's why I believe in a better future than the one the Terminator movies portray. Because that is not reality. That's a fiction portrayed to us by a media empire that makes money when we live in fear. You gotta question these things. And back to my health, I'm on a full carnivore diet. I'm telling you, carnivore is restoring me, and God's using it. Meat and eggs 3 times a day with a little bit of like very light, kind vegetables that are good on your stomach, like steamed cabbage. But anyway, in this journey of, we've even had some doctors here go, I don't know what long COVID is, because that's primarily what, I think it's behind a lot of health issues in people like me that are pretty much young, fit, all the things, but unfortunately, like, I wasn't eating protein last year. I went mostly vegan. I was super high stress. I never calmed down. And so all these toxic infections took over when long COVID inhibited oxygen delivery, which is what it does. Anyway, so I'm in a place I've never been my whole life, where I'm learning how to not be a machine, because all my life I've been trained to be a machine. I mean, and a lot of you know my story in childhood, but I was supposed to be the product of a generational cult that started in the 60s. I left that in the middle of the night when I was 21. And I never looked back. And I put my trust in God when I left. When I left religion, that's when I found God. God is not in our religious compass systems. He's in the green grass. He's in the air. He's in the forces of love and light. He's not in stress. He's not in overwork. He's not in humans being machines. That was never what we were meant to do. I have this tattoo on my arm. It's on the other side of my arm. 1 Corinthians 13. And it's the original Greek. Can't really read it unless I completely twist my arm. The original Greek coin that it was first written in thousands of years ago. I agape ini ipamonetaki. I agape ini avinaki. And it's love is patient, love is kind. And this is ultimately what the nature of this consciousness I've been talking about on my YouTube channel is. And if you can just do something that so goes against our human nature, because we forget that we are spirits in physical bodies. We're not physical bodies with spirits. The spirit will live on. So we forget this. And it's so easy to, because we're in the flesh right now. It's what we see, feel, touch. And so it's like, well, if it's not in reality, then I'm not going to accept it. When your soul keeps going and your flesh dies, you will regret you ever thought that way. I promise you now. And I have seen so much evidence of God because I leaned in to the thought, what if? What if he's real? What if all of this is true? If you just start thinking that and then you start looking, you will see proof. Because all of creation proves God is real. 1 Corinthians 13. I want to read this to you. So I've had this tattooed on my arm, right? The whole piece of it. But I never sat with it. And now that I've had 6 months to heal from, breaking from doing too much, because I'm not a machine, I've had time to really sit with this. And there were some days when I couldn't look at a TV screen. I couldn't follow words on a page. I couldn't use my voice. Like, I have been in the lowest of the lows. And I would remember this because I memorized it from my arm. And I would just say these words over and over. And somehow I could keep going.
Guys, today I want to share with you a story from Les Brown once again, and it's an amazing analogy he uses when describing our mind being a garden. And he gives the example of weeds and how they are representative of our negative thoughts. And he says in a humorous sort of way how we don't need to water, we don't need to take care of, we don't need to nurture, we don't need to plan, organize weeds. The growth of weeds, they're going to happen anywhere. They'll grow out of the cracks of sidewalks. And when I heard that example, I was laughing because I thought it's so true. Weeds are like negative thoughts in our minds. And we have to, if we don't do anything about what's going on in our head in terms of controlling our thoughts, those weeds, those negative thoughts will grow wild and rampant and take over our minds. So as we live, laugh, and love our way to infinite mind wealth, we have to remember the analogy of the weeds. The weeds will grow no matter what. They'll be there. They're the default. So we have to control it. Have a great day.
Collaborate.
All right, next song, everyone. Let's go. V sits for me. V sit up for me position. How about you? What are you gonna work on? Let's see. Whatever it is, do your best. Here we go. If you want to try what I'm doing, go for it. Let's go, everyone, together. If you got your own exercise, your own movement you're doing, go for it. It is a bright, sunshiny day where I am, right here, right now, doing this video for you, for all of us, for myself. And I hope the same for you. But more importantly, I hope that it's bright, clear, and sunny, always in your mind, right now, wherever you are. Because that's always up to us. Oh, I love it. I love working on being our best in whatever we do. No matter how hard it might be, no matter how challenging. There should always be nothing but blue sky of thoughts in our mind. Clearness, clarity. We can do it. It's up to us. We were born to do it. To let those dark clouds pass, those thoughts, those negative thoughts. And remember the truth of what we are, who we are. Oh. Whew. I love it. I can see clearly right now. I know I got more. Here we go. Song's not over. Let's go, Mr. Francis. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Nick. Here we go. Keep going, everyone, wherever you are. Keep going. Let's go. This is the best effort ever we're giving, right? The best effort, no matter what. The way we do this is the way we'll do everything. We fall, we get right back up. Still not over. Song's not over. Let's go. Keep going. We fall, we get right back up. Never give up. Never.
Never give up until it's a bright, sunshiny day. In your mind, and you've done the best to help other people with their mind. It's possible. All through your determination. Let's go, everybody. Oh, great effort.
Outside to Messi. Messi onto his left foot. Puts inside. Takes an all comers Lionel Messi. And then passes it into the goal. There's no stopping him. No. It's Messi. It's glorious. And Iniesta. And Messi is waiting. Messi's got it. And Messi has dinked it into the back of the net.
And not give up hope. And listen, if all my videos do, both my clone and the real me is a hot mess today. If all my videos do is give you hope, then I will have succeeded. We can have science, we can have all of these amazing discoveries, we can have artificial intelligence, and I think it's incredible. But if we don't have hope and an ultimate consciousness that is going to see us through, then we really have nothing. 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but I do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and I can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. So, my greatest fear when I was both running a lot of businesses and working even in AI at the beginning, my greatest fear was, well, all of this will fail, and then where will I be? And I'm telling you, perfect love even eradicates that. Whenever I was completely down with my health, February, March, thankfully, it was really just a miracle that I was still able to get through some client projects, wrap them up, hand them off to the team, but it was still such a hot mess because I was out for the count. I couldn't even open my laptop. And in those 3 months, I could have really given up hope because my business was only a few months old. It wasn't profitable. We were generating a lot of cash, but that cash was going right back into the build. And without me, my plans of how we were going to run it it looked like total failure. It was really the hardest season I've ever been through. And instead of giving up despair, I just rested in his love. I had moments where I, complained and was like, oh, this is not going to work. But ultimately, once you know that love covers all, that love comes from this greater consciousness I've been talking about, that our brains are actually wired to tune into, that we were built in the image of, then we know that nothing can take us out of that. Then we are completely safe at all times. That is a really powerful thought to grasp. So I was able to rest in that. And then, in May, which was, 5 months after all this started, in May, somehow, I woke up and the days my team really needed me to launch the marketing for the labs and really help portray the strength of what we were building in that school, somehow I had the strength to write like the best sales page I've ever written. But I had fear, right? And if I leaned into that fear, I would have not followed that path. So we really have a choice. We have a choice to say, God, protect me. My life is yours. I believe that you are greater than what I see. We have a choice. And I'm telling you right now, if we lean into what we do not see, which is very hard to do because it goes against rational thought. Nothing about unconditional love is rational. Nothing. But if we lean into it, the rewards are incredible. And I'm telling you that today as somebody that is literally alive because of the power of that unconditional love. The moments where my heart was going into AFib and things were giving out, looking bleak, and the people that I literally moved states for a group of people, and these people were nowhere to be found. They wouldn't even text me back when I was going through the middle of this. People will fail you horribly, miserably. And that's why ultimately we need a greater hope than humanity. And even AI itself, because AI will fail too. I mean, I've seen it hallucinate and do a lot of stupid stuff. So I know this is a bit off topic, but I see it as so on topic because it is the greatest topic. And once we connect to that God consciousness through prayer, worship, stillness, the art of being, which we've lost in today's maniacal work machine mode from the Industrial Revolution. We've only had industrialism a few decades. Before that, we were creators, beings. We made more art. I think that the machines will free us up to go back there. That's my belief. But only if we steward it correctly, which is why I'm here. Like, okay, yeah. I've seen the comments. Well, Julia, Google, Meta, they're evil. They're going to ruin our lives. They're going to ruin AI. So are you just going to sit back and let them? No, we can't do that. Some of us got to get on YouTube and be creators and talk about a better plan, right? And that's why I am partnering with people like Dave Shapiro who are talking about a better plan. Well, I guess I'll wrap this video. This has been definitely the realest of the real me. You would have never caught me filming while crying a year ago. But we've got to be our real human selves. We've got to embrace this symbiosis. Let the machines be machines. Let us be human. And spirituality and crying and emotions and love is what makes us human. And letting the machines do machine work is what machines should be doing. So I think that's an age we should embrace. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate all of you. You're the reason I'm here on YouTube. You're the reason I keep going.
And here we are again. Legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Deep breaths in through our noses and out through our mouths. The way we began. The way it all begins, always. Always with our thoughts. Our powerful minds. Which are always subject to our control. No matter how hard it's been to control them. We know the truth, don't we? We saw it today in our effort. We see it every day in life, in the gym of life. We know that we have the power to determine what thoughts we will act upon, and therefore we also have that power to determine what feelings we will allow to flow out and through us.